Hi everyone, my name's Electro Donkey and today we are back doing another little review. So today we're reviewing a game called Panda, sorry about that, a short bullet hell proposal game, sorry. So it's kind of a game but it's got a little extra twist to it and we'll get to that later as we go along. So hey everyone, I've been working on a bullet hell game for a few days and I plan on proposing to my lovely girlfriend with it. It kind of goes on a bit about that, and apparently it needs to be hard enough so that it wouldn't be done in the first kind of run over. It'd take a while for her to work her way through it so she could appreciate it, and also, but not so easy that she would, not too hard even though long, that she'd take too long going through it obviously. That's pretty much it in terms of this. It's kind of a shooter bullet hell game, as I said. There's a download link, some game images, but obviously we're going to play the game so we don't need to see that anyway. And game instructions. Now the game instructions are very long. Yeah, we're not going to necessarily go through all this because, to be honest, I opened it up and I looked a little bit like this. As you can see, we've already got a little bit going, a little bit of XP and a little bit of stats here, cool stats as you call it. And you get presented with this screen. Now, first of all, you start in this kind of bottom hand corner. It did actually take me a while. I started trying to shoot these and wondering why it wasn't working when I clicked on them and stuff. I got kind of confused for that. It took me quite a while. But eventually I realised you have to kind of walk over to them and then press E. You got some other things. We do actually have a tutorial, so let's play the tutorial. Right, so we know how to move. Okay, please. Okay, right, we can go to the next bit, I guess. Please make the panda look seasoned pro. Extreme mouse skills. Okay, it's pretty cool tutorial actually. Quite like it. Let's make this full screen as well. Press E to continue. Make the panda shoot. You can hold down the button, it's really nice. Yeah, it's kind of simple, this tutorial. Okay, wow. Alright, I didn't know we could do that. That's pretty cool. So it's good we did do the tutorial, I guess. We wouldn't have found that out otherwise. So let's give it a go, shall we? I don't think we can activate the laser to start with. We have to get something going. Okay, yeah. So we can activate the lasers for a little bit. That's quite handy. We've got to take out this dude here because he's, I think, a healer. Okay, now it's got two healers. It's getting a bit dark. Right. Okay. It's very fast, the game itself. You kind of have to play it a few times before you get anywhere near usable with it, anywhere near good standard. I mean, there is some level of skill involved in it. He does have quite a lot of HP there. The lasers do actually seem to do quite a significant amount of damage in comparison. I believe, yep, we can collect these hearts as well. It starts to get a bit more intense by the looks of things. I personally can never play these games for the sole reason that I can't seem to move whilst shooting. In these 2D games, they just don't really work for me. But yep, I mean, it fits the genre for sure, and it seems to be quite smooth. The graphics itself are pretty nice. I like the panda theme. It's pretty cool. It's pretty different. I like the lasers. That's an added bonus. I don't know what this is. Okay, don't know what that was. It's slightly annoying having to keep doing this, but each time you play you do actually gain a little bit extra. So even though you've appeared to be not doing anything, you're not really doing achieving much, you can actually go along and start with more lives, for example, shoot without holding left, all kind of things, all sorts. Yeah, obviously, until eventually, basically, the more times you play it, the easier it'll get, until eventually it's practically impossible not to finish it, is my guess. A bit trapped. That is one thing I would say. You can seem to get trapped quite easily. In that, in some scenarios, it's almost impossible to get out of situations, which isn't great, but it's not a huge problem. It can be worked out. These orange ones are rather annoying, though. I don't see any way of getting around the orange ones. Yeah, they always seem to get me. But again, every time you play, you can upgrade. Each time you upgrade, you get more gold for each time you, or XP for each time you do something. So in theory, it should get exponentially easier, which is good and bad at the same time. I mean, good for the scenario, because it means that she won't be playing it for years and years and years. She won't do it first time, or even the second or third or fifth, but by a certain level, a certain point, it'll just all become easy. And that's good. That's good for what it is. To turn it into a proper game, of course, that's probably the next step up. You realistically need to have some kind of extra element to it. So I'd say this is a good, like, medium boss, possibly. You should maybe have other levels throughout, in which you have easier enemies, or eventually a harder enemy, or a super hard enemy to finish off. But yeah, so the upgrades kind of follow you through, would be my opinion on that. Just like that, possibly. Someone mentioned the reset button being rather close. I don't actually know what the reset button is. It was never told. Oh, okay, wait, was that? No, that was just me dying, I think. See, we're doing quite a lot of damage just from the burst of the lasers, you see. We do a significant amount of damage off that. Yeah, we can do quite a lot, but the healers, of course, bring it back up. So I guess that adds an extra element to it. Makes it a little bit trickier, in my opinion. I don't know if we. No, I'm not entirely sure what we're meant to be doing. It is kind of just spamming stuff at the moment. I'm also not sure why there's a random bit in the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure. It's like a computer in the bottom. I don't know. But again, with more money, we're gonna get more upgrades eventually. It'll just get so easy that we won't need to actually concentrate at all. But yeah, that's kind of it. Really, it's pretty well made. For what it is, it's almost perfect, I think. For what it's created to do, it fits it quite well. But of course, to make it into a full game, we really need to add something extra. So obviously, this is kind of hell as a game almost. I know that's what it's meant to be, but make it a bit easier to start with if you're making it into a full game. So don't just throw them right in the deep end. So make the first few levels kind of possible without upgrades. Let them build up a few upgrades, and then get into kind of medium, build the way up until eventually you get to this level in which you need upgrades, definitely. And then you can go further. You can make it even harder and even harder and even harder, and you can just keep ramping up the difficulty. That's absolutely fine. Probably turn off the stretching, because you can do that, and that is not something you want happening to your game. yeah, I turned stretching off, to be honest. I have it locked at 1 resolution, just especially because that's not a pretty sight there. Also, I don't know if it changes the hitboxes and stuff. It can sometimes mess it up, make it easier, harder, whatever. But yeah, I kind of leave it for now. I think we've gone through most things. Also, the music is really good. I like the music, but we obviously didn't listen to it because kind of overwrites over. I don't know, it goes over my voice most of the time. But anyway, that was this video of Panda, I think it's pronounced. If you like this video, remember to like, subscribe, what else do you guys want to do, and I'll talk to you in the next one.